Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kraken Packs. JB here with you today, and today we're taking another look at 2022-23 Upper Deck Extended Series. So a bit of an older set, but I have a reason for opening this. So normally when these flagship products come out, I get a case because I like to get at least a semi-master set completed. But when Extended Series came out for 22-23, it was priced very aggressively, and so this is the third year that Extended has existed. The first year, 2021, probably the worst hockey set that has ever been released. Just absolute trash checklist of Young Guns, and added absolutely nothing on top of that. So the price of that cratered. Obviously, you can get boxes of that for very cheap, and it's still probably not even worth paying what it costs now. 21-22 came out, and it was a little bit better. I guess compared to 2021, it was a lot better, but it was still not close to what Series 1 and Series 2 are like. So the price on that tanked eventually as well. And you can get that fairly cheap now. It's a little bit more worth it than what the 2021 series looks like. So when 22-23 came out, and it was costing the same on release day as what Series 1 and Series 2 came out at. I decided to only buy a single box, just to kind of show you guys on this channel. And I figured, the price was going to tank, and then I would get more once that happened. Well, that never really happened this year. Partly because this is by far the best of the 3 years of Extended. It is still, in my opinion, not close to Series 1 or Series 2, but it is a lot better. There is some fun stuff that you can find in here. For me, the notable addition here is the Acetate Young Guns. So Acetate Young Guns have a funny history if you're not very familiar with Flagship, and it can be really confusing if you don't already know what you're talking about here, because, of course, we have clear-cut Young Guns. So when a flagship set comes out, like 22-23 Series 1, for example, you have your 50 Young Guns that come in that set, and you have 50 clear-cut parallels of those same Young Guns, right? So it's the exact same card, but it's printed on a clear acetate background. The Acetate Young Guns are a different series of clear-cut acetates, but we don't call them clear-cut, we call them acetates. It can be some people use the two words interchangeably, so it can get very confusing if you're trying to read about this yourself, but they are different things. Most recently, Acetate Young Guns were packaged with SP Authentic. So you might find an acetate in 21-22, for example, you would find an Acetate Young Gun. It would have the Young Gun banner down the side like the Young Guns did in 21-22, but there would be a little SP logo in the top corner of that banner. So what's happened here in 22-23 Extended is the leftover rookie crop from 21-22 that didn't have acetates. You can find them in this product. So you'll get the 21-22 rookies, and it's that same design, and it even has the little SP logo, even though it's being shipped here in Extended instead of in SP. Then on top of that, for the 22-23 rookies, whose Young Guns were in Series 1 and Series 2, you can find their acetate Young Guns in this Extended Series as well. Now that one's even more confusing because since it was never planned to ship in SP, they don't put the SP logo on those acetates, so they look a lot like the clear-cut Young Guns of these rookies that already exist in this product. But there are a couple differences. So for a clear-cut Young Gun of one of the 22-23 rookies, the photo that's used is exactly the same as the photo from their Young Gun. The acetate will have a different photo. And on top of that, for the clear-cut Young Gun, the Upper Deck logo will be in the top left corner, I believe, up here. Could be right, but I'm pretty sure it's left. Whereas on the Acetate Young Guns, the Upper Deck badge is down right in the middle, kind of right above the banner that says Young Gun. So that's an exciting new addition to this product. It's something to chase out of this product, where there in past years hasn't really been anything to chase. The one thing that I'll harp on still a little bit about Extended, though, is that the Young Gun crop is still pretty poor. I mean, they take the top 100 and put them in Series 1 and 2, right? So you only have what's left over here in Extended. It's not 50 rookies in this year. They decided to add these first round draft pick cards. So I think it's 30 Young Guns and 20 of these first round draft picks. Those cards I don't think have a ton of appeal so far. Personally, I don't like them very much, and they don't seem very popular amongst sellers and buyers either. So probably a swing and a miss there. But all that aside, I need to collect at least the base set and one of each Young Gun and the canvas cards out of the set anyway. So I thought it'd be fun, and here we are. We're going to get finally into opening this box. One other note on Extended Series, though, is that there is a good chance that 23-24 Extended might finally be a product with a chase card. And, you know, no checklists have been released yet, so this is just all my own speculation, and other speculation online, of course. But since we know that Connor Bedard's Young Gun is going to be in Series 2, people have been wondering, are they also going to put his Young Gun canvas in Series 2? And we don't know for sure, because the checklist is not out, but wouldn't it make a lot of sense for Upper Deck to try and push Extended Series by putting Connor Bedard's Young Gun canvas in there? And I don't know, I guess for me, at least it would be a reason to buy Extended. So, and there's going to be a lot of other Young Gun parallels of Bedard's to chase in Series 2 already, right? Because we know we'll have the Outbursts now, silver, red, and gold. There'll be the exclusives like normal. Now the deluxe as well. So we got a lot of stuff in Series 2. Would it really hurt Series 2 if the Young Gun canvas wasn't in there? No, probably not at all. So why not move it to Extended? Anyway, that's just some speculation about next year. For now, let's get into this one, see what kind of Young Guns I can pull, see if I can pull something cool. There's also we start off with a Young Gun canvas. Not a Young Gun canvas, sorry, a regular UD canvas. There are two different types of photo variations on the base cards in Extended from 22-23. So often you might be familiar with like the suit parallel base image variation. That is not in this set, but you would have found those in Series 1 and Series 2, I think. But in Extended here, we have one image variation where the player is in the penalty box, so that's kind of funny. And then we also have one where they are wearing their All-Star jersey. Now this, I don't think... a little confused by this because they also have all of the All-Stars in the All-Star series at the top of the checklist, but I think that the All-Star image variation is different than that. Here is a Thomas Bordelot Black Diamond. I remember now the first box of Extended that I opened for you guys on this channel, and I noted then that these Black Diamond cards are a lot nicer to look at than they were in 21-22, where everything was very, very black and you couldn't make much out. But overall, I think still not a very popular insert set. Doesn't do much for me personally. Here we have a retro Tyler Toffoli. So nothing so far. No Young Guns. Here's our first Young Gun. And it's going to be Marcus Bjork. So yeah, the other reason I decided to do this is because I mentioned to you guys a few videos ago that before Christmas we were expecting to see Artifacts, which you've seen me hopefully open a box of that already. But then following that, we were supposed to see, and here's a Linus Allmark insert, Following that, we were supposed to see Clear Cut 22-23 and 21-22 combo Clear Cut, but once again, that has been mysteriously delayed at the last minute. So, don't know when Clear Cut is coming. It's not out before Christmas, that's for sure. Won't be out this year, in fact. And so, I had nothing left to show, because I think we're done with new releases for 2023 at least. Of course, that's not including the Cup, which just came out. But the Cup is one, as I've discussed on this channel before, that it's going to be a few years probably before you start seeing me review that one. Just cost prohibitive. But there was nothing else, so I wanted to open something, and I started this video by talking about how the price had never came down on this one because it was a little more popular than the last two had been. And that's true. The price has come down a little bit, but not completely crashed like the previous 2 years of Extended. However, lucky me, my local LCS just has too much stock right now. And so they dramatically decreased the price. Not because that's what it's worth currently, but just because they wanted to get rid of some. So I took advantage of that. Here we have our second Black Diamond. It's Jordan Kyrou. Recently getting booed by his own home team fans. Just because he made some innocent comments about his coach who had just been fired. Didn't really say anything mean, just said, I have no comment, and I guess the fans in St. Louis interpreted that as mean. Here we have a retro Young Gun of, Nick Perbix, of course. Here's another Young Gun coming. It's Jake Lucchini. As you probably know, I am a Senators fan. I have never heard of Jake Lucchini. So that is the caliber of rookie that you can expect in Extended Series, typically. That's why this has not been a very popular set. It would be cool to hit one of those acetates, though. Then I could show you guys at least that there is something exciting in here. But I wouldn't be expecting one from just 2 boxes because they're a little harder to hit than that, which of course is why they keep their value. So that's nice. Here we have an Owen Power, so nice name, but it is just a holographics insert. And it looks like we have an exclusive, but a base exclusive with a nice line through the top. Here's an Eric Comrie base exclusive. Not sure if that shows up on the camera, but there is a good crease right across the top of the card there. Not a very exciting card, but we'll put it up here anyway because just as far as odds go, it is a rare hit, so notable for that reason, I guess. Base exclusives generally, if you hit one of a superstar player, it could be alright. But, anyone short of a superstar, they don't tend to have a lot of appeal. Here's another canvas. The canvases, which honestly for me are one of the bigger pulls in this set, because I'll keep those. They have some cool legendary canvases in Extended here as well. I think there might be a Wayne Gretzky canvas, if I'm not misremembering. So here's what I was talking about earlier. This is the first round draft pick. So some of the where regular Young Gun slots are replaced with these. So I mean, this is the probably the best one you can get. But for me, I don't like the plain black background, kind of boring looking card. And this logo is also pretty hideous. But that takes one of our Young Gun slots. I've seen boxes open where you get 4 Young Guns and 2 first round draft picks. I've seen 3 and 3. I've seen 2 and 4. So you're not really guaranteed a specific split of them. Here's another one of these retros. It's Nico Hischier this time. I think Brady Tkachuk is on the list of penalty box photo variations. So that would be a cool one for me if we found that in here. Of course, Dazzlers are always present, one per box. One per box that's blue, and then one per case that's pink in these flagship series. In the hobby products anyway, you'll find in the retail products, you'll find all the other colors. I guess it was in 23-24 they've added a black Dazzler now as well. I haven't actually seen one in person yet, but I like the idea of it. Oh, what's going on here? Well, I must have missed some sort of variation. Oh no, it is Variant Français. Here's our French base, which in 22-23 still existed. I wasn't looking for it because I'm used to 23-24 now, where they've replaced the French variations with those outbursts. Start whipping through these a little faster since we have a whole second box to go through. Here's another Young Gun, Jonathan Bergeron. Yeah, we have a whole second box, and despite me saying at the beginning that this is the best extended series that's existed of the 3, I still stand by that. It is still better than the first 2, but overall it's a lot less exciting than Series 1 and Series 2 still. Here's another canvas. Owen Tippett. Yeah, it would be cool to see one of those acetates, but like I said, the chances of getting one are very low. So most boxes you won't see one, and you'll just see a bunch of Young Guns that you've probably never heard of before, and inserts that aren't very appealing. Here's another one of these top draft picks. The other thing I find about these top draft picks is honestly they look so similar just to their to the base card that sometimes I skip right over them when I'm going through a pack. You are guaranteed to get better names with the top draft pick line there. But name doesn't really matter if nobody cares about the insert type. So we got here another Elias Pettersson retro. 3 packs left in this box. Here is the All-Star insert. I think these, yeah, there's 3 of them, like you can see there. You put them all together and they make a bigger image. That's why this just says Ovechkin Wash, 23 star R. Oh, and here is a different type. So this is not the Young Gun acetate that I was talking about, but this is an acetate. That's the material that this card is made from. Smooth Grooves, Andrei Kuzmenko. This actually is one of the more fun inserts in this set. So I think there are 2 different acetate inserts, not acetate Young Gun, but acetate insert types. I forget what the other one's called off the top of my head. But they're both interesting at least. All right, last pack for box one has our final Young Gun. It's Mac Hollowell, just who I was hoping for. And that is the end of box one. All right, on to box two. So no acetate Young Gun in box one. Twice as many packs as we have to open now in 23-24. Guess we'll put this guy back up here. Box number two. Let's see if it can get something a little more exciting than box number one. Interesting commentary on the price though, because I paid about half price what you'd expect to pay for an extended series box right now. And in that first box, I mean, I still don't feel like I really got my value for even paying half price out of it. So definitely if they want to keep extended in their lineup and they want it to be a successful product, they're going to need to find a way. It is a challenge because you can't take too much out of Series 1 and Series 2 because that's going to make everyone angry. So how do you make a third good product? But Topps manages to do it with baseball. Baseball's different. There's a lot more players in the league. But I understand where they got the idea from and why they want to have another set that everyone wants to buy. But if you're not going to convince people to buy it, would they be better off just releasing an unrelated product, a non-flagship series? Maybe not though. There's lots of people out there who only buy flagship, don't buy any other type, right? So you're just probably taking the one set that the most people buy and trying to expand it so people buy more of it. But it doesn't work if you don't have enough appeal. So this year, maybe, I think, based on what I said about the Bedard canvas, this could almost be make or break for extended. If they can't use Connor Bedard to make this a good enough set to justify people spending money on it, then they should probably just shut it down. But time will tell. We've got our French card here. It's a Brendan Smith this time. Here's a Kevin Fiala retro. Black and white canvas of Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. So that's the other thing, I guess. If they were to move the Young Gun canvas of Bedard to extended, then presumably the black and white canvas would go with it. And here is our second exclusive in 2 boxes. I Axel Johnson Falby. Fjallby. No idea if I'm saying that right. But again, not the most exciting since he is not a known superstar in the NHL. But I did hear, actually, anecdotally, just from friends at the LCS and things like that, who opened a bunch of cases of this product, that apparently exclusives are fairly common, which means that the overall print run is probably down quite a lot, which is a good thing because it means that they don't expect people to be buying very much of this, and so they're at least aware of the problems with the product as it stands today. There's another canvas. Travis Boyd. It also means you're more likely to get an exclusive Young Gun, which is kind of exciting, except for the fact that you probably don't care about any of these Young Guns, so getting an exclusive version is not that much more exciting. Here's a top draft pick, Marco Rossi. Like I said, if you've seen the list of names of those top draft picks I've pulled there, they're all exciting names. But here's the base version of that exclusive card. Here is a Philip Deneau. I think history class that insert is called. Here's another Young Gun. We have Justin Kirkland. And here's another one of these banner things. That's kind of funny. You can't even, I mean, if you didn't know that was Matt Boldy, if again you're a new collector or someone who you're only familiar with your own team, you look at this card and doesn't even tell you who that player is. You gotta look on the back. All right, less than half of it to go. Trying to get through these ones as fast as I can. Definitely solidified my opinion that extended, not amazing. And I think as much as I was saying that maybe they'll improve it next year by moving Bedard's Young Gun canvas, I mean, that's not a permanent solution, so that's not going to always make extended better. So they're either going to have to find some sort of excitement that they can include year over year, or just go back to the two. Probably just go back to the two. There's a Black Diamond of Sam Reinhart. There is a retro Bo Horvat. About 6 packs to go after this one. There's a Lucas Reichel, another promising young player. Here's another one of these smooth grooves. This one's Cale Makar. Here's a Young Gun. We have Samuel Walker. They do have, I guess, some day with the cups also in here. But again, like, for me, those hits, those ones that are, 1 in 3 cases or whatever. Oh, here's our first Young Gun canvas, and it is the checklist. Those, yeah, the very, very obscure hits, I think they're cool to have in a product because it's just, one extra thing that maybe if you're lucky you hit and it makes your box worthwhile, but it's not what brings you to a product, because the chances of hitting it are so low that you're not expecting to hit one. So there's got to be something in here that makes you excited to open each pack, right? Here's a rookie gem, Braden Schneider, Black Diamond. Might be, honestly, this is going to sound funny because if this was Series 1 or Series 2, that would be an absolutely crazy thing to say, but that Black Diamond rookie gem, Braden Schneider, could possibly be the best card that we've opened in these 2 boxes. I mean, there's always the slim chance that one of these Young Guns, who we've never heard of today, is just a late bloomer, right? And that can happen. That happens from time to time. But it also doesn't happen for a lot of players who try to make it in the NHL. Here's a retro Wyatt Johnson Young Gun. Last pack, 2022-23 extended. And it's going to be a Young Gun to end things off. Oh, there's going to be 2 things in here. So we're going to have a Diamond Dominance. And I can't see a name anywhere here either. I mean, it's Chandler Stevenson. Oh, Stevenson's 4 points leads Vegas to win. I see, there's his name, but I don't know, you guys, how could anyone possibly read that? It is Chandler Stevenson. That's obviously a rare insert since we only saw one between the 2 boxes, and you always know it's a rare insert if it comes in a pack with another non-base card. So here's Atu Ratti, is our final Young Gun. And that is it for these 2 boxes. All right, everyone. So there's a little more insight into Extended. And as much as I tried to sell it at the beginning of the best of the 3 years of Extended, which it still is, you can see that there's a long way to go between Extended and Series 1 or Series 2. But yeah, if you liked watching this video, maybe just to learn about Extended and not because you were very excited to see all these cards, or if you like seeing other sets opened before you decide whether or not to spend your own hard-earned money on them, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I will be back, maybe not until the new year at this point, because it's pretty slow in the hockey card world between Christmas and New Year's. But I'll be back sometime with the next set that's released. Series 2 is just around the corner, and that'll be a lot of fun chasing some Connor Bedard Young Guns there. In any case, subscribe, and thanks for watching.